Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School Baseball on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com. I'm Chris Rossetti, and I'm here at the Clarion-Limestone Sports Complex today, getting ready for the neighborhood rivalry game between the Clarion-Limestone Lions and the Clarion Bobcats. Clarion coming in with a record of 4 wins and 1 loss. They played yesterday, beating Keystone. Clarion-Limestone comes in at 3 wins and 2 losses. As you can see, the umpires and captains and coaches are out there right now exchanging lineup cards. We'll get right into giving you those lineup cards. Stepping to the daddy's dish for Clarion will be their shortstop, Dawson Smale in the leadoff spot. Bryce Brinkley will bat second. He'll be in center field. Noah Harrison will bat third. He'll play second base. Derek Smale in the cleanup spot. He's the first baseman. Matt Alston is batting 5th. He plays over at third base. Tanner Miller batting 6th and in left field. Devin Lauer bats 7th. He's doing the pitching today. Dante Gervin is batting 8th. He's the designated hitter, and batting 9th doing the catching, Hayden Weber. So for Clarion, it's Dawson Smale, Brinkley, Harrison, Derek Smale, Alston, Miller, Lauer, Gervin, and Hayden Weber. For Clarion-Limestone, they'll lead off with their right fielder, Logan Lutz. Batting second, doing the pitching, will be Tommy Smith. Batting third in center field, Jordan Hesden. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Braden Murray. Batting fifth, over at first base, Nick Aaron. Batting sixth at shortstop, Cohen Kemmer. Batting seventh and doing the catching, Jake Smith. Batting eighth and over at third base, Aiden Colson. And batting ninth and playing second base, Jesse Sawicki. So it's Lutz, Tommy Smith, Hesden, Murray, Aaron, Kemmer, Jake Smith, Colson, and Jesse Sawicki. Pitchers for today's matchup, it'll be Tommy Smith, the junior, going for Clarion-Limestone, and Devin Lauer, the junior, going for Clarion. These players, of course, all come out of the Clarion Little League system and were all keys to Clarion making a deep run a few years back in the state tournament. So as Tommy Smith goes out to take his warm-up pitches, we're going to step aside real quick, thank a couple more of our sponsors. When we come back, we'll have the first pitch here from Clarion-Limestone. You're watching Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School Baseball on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us to rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
Back here at Clarion-Limestone, getting ready for the Lions versus the Bobcats on a sunny Wednesday afternoon. Tommy Smith taking the hill for Clarion-Limestone. He'll be backed up by the following defense. Nick Aaron is over at first base. Jesse Sawicki is at second. Cohen Kemmer's the shortstop. Aiden Colson's at third. Out in left field is Jack Craig. The center fielder, Jordan Hesden. And in right field, Logan Lutz. So Smith getting ready for his first pitch. It's up high to Dawson Smale, ball one. So again, that's Aaron, Sawicki, Kemmer, and Colson first to third. Craig, Hesden, and Lutz left to right. Jake Smith doing the catching for Tommy Smith. That one's on the outside corner, called strike one to Dawson Smale. Dawson, the junior, already committed to playing Division I baseball at Xavier. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Dawson Smale. Left-handed hitting shortstop for the Bobcats. That's way outside, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 on Dawson Smale. Tommy Smith ready with the 2-1. That's misses, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike now on Dawson Smale. He'll be followed by Bryce Brinkley and Jordan Hesden and Noah Harrison. 3-1. That ball is popped up, and it's going to get out of play, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2 here on Tommy Smith, or Tommy Smith on Dawson Smale. Smith ready with the payoff pitch. High, ball 4, so a leadoff walk gives Clarion its leadoff man on to start the ball game. That'll bring up Bryce Brinkley. Brinkley, another left-handed hitter. They'll have to keep an eye on Smale over there, and Smith does. He steps off. First pitch to Brinkley is a called strike. Smith checks the runner. Here's the 0-1. Showing bunt is Brinkley. He lays it down. Smith off the mat. He's going to go to second, and it pulls the second baseman, Sawicki, off the bag. So on the fielder's choice, Brinkley is safe, and now it's runners at first and second, and nobody out for the Bobcats. So Smith thought his only play there was the second, or his best play was the second at least, and his throw was just a little off the mark, so it'll go as a sack for Brinkley. And now it's inside, ball 1 to Noah Harrison. One 0 pitch by Smith. Outside, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes. That's in there for a called strike, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls and 1 strike. Check of the runner at second, Dawson Smale. Here's the pitch to Harrison. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So after falling behind Noah Harrison 2-0, Smith has come back with a couple of strikes, making it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Smith check of the runner at second again. Here's the 2-2 to Harrison. Down low, and it's now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Noah Harrison. Dawson Smales at second. Bryce Brinkley's at first. Derek Smales on deck. Checks the runner at second. Here's the payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. And now the bases are loaded with nobody out for Derek Smale. So a walk, a fielder's choice, and a walk has them loaded with nobody out for Clarion and Derek Smale. Tommy Smith's first pitch to Derek Smale. It's upstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. So an opportunity here early for Clarion to get some early runs. 1-0 pitch, way outside, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 on Derek Smale. Hitters count with the bases loaded and nobody out here in the top of the first. Tommy Smith set with the 2-0. That's right there. Called strike. Looked like Derek Smale was taking that one all the way. Tommy Smith ready with the 2-1. That one's fouled out of play, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the wind and the pitch. Way up high, and now it's full. No place to put Derek Smale. 3 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, nobody out. Here in the top of the first, Clarion trying to draw first blood. Smith peers in for his sign. He has it. He's ready with the payoff pitch. Foul tip strikeout into the glove of Jake Smith. So there's 1 away as he gets a big strikeout there of Derek Smale swinging on a foul tip into the glove of the catcher Jake Smith. So 1 away here for Matt Alston. And now CL's looking for the inning-ending double play, seeing if they can get out of this. First pitch to Matt Alston's a called strike. No balls and 1 strike. Next pitch is a little outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One in there for a called strike, and now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tommy Smith trying to find a way to work around what was a bases loaded, nobody out jam. There's now 1 out, bases still loaded with Matt Alston behind in the count 1-2. Wind in the 1-2. Fouled at the plate by Alston. It remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tommy Smith out of the windup with the 1-2. That ball is popped up foul territory. Chasing after it is the first baseman and the right fielder Lutz. And the right fielder Lutz has it go off of his glove. He tried to make an acrobatic catch out there. Did not. Was not able to come down with the ball in foul territory. And it remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on Alston. So Lutz gave it a try. Wasn't able to quite squeeze it. He, if you may remember from last year, made an unbelievable catch in the District 9 semifinal win for Clarion-Limestone. I think that was out in center field. Here's the 1-2 to Alston. That misses low, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 on Matt Alston, bases loaded with 1 out for the Bobcats. That's up high, and now he goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Alston with no place to put him. So he did get Derek Smale swinging on a 3-2 offering in the last at bat with the bases loaded. Let's see what he does with Alston here. Tommy Smith ready, wind in the delivery. Little chopper foul at the plate, so Alston stays alive. It remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Smith ready again with another payoff pitch. Misses inside, and Clarion takes a 1-0 lead. They've scored a run without the benefit of a hit here in the first inning. 3 walks, a fielder's choice, has given Clarion the 1-0 lead. Still bases full for Tanner Miller. First pitch to Miller, swing and a miss, strike 1. Tommy Smith taking his time, still pitching out of the windup, ready with the bases loaded. Here's the 0-1 to Miller. Nice off-speed pitch in there for a called strike, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2, high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wind in the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Smith has managed to strike out 2 with the bases loaded. He has walked in a run, but there are now 2 outs for Devin Lauer with an opportunity for the Bobcat pitcher to help himself here. Smith would do a great job here if he can get Lauer and only allow the 1 run. Smith looks in, wind in the pitch. Called strike 1. Wind in the pitch. That's outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One and one, swing and a miss. Smith now with an opportunity to really minimize the damage here as he's ahead in the count on Lauer, 1-2. Wind in the 1-2. That ball is flared out to center, coming in. That ball's going to drop. That's going to score 1. That'll score 2. So the little blue base hit into center field by Devin Lauer gives Clarion a 3-0 lead. So Lauer coming through in a big way to help himself with the 2-run bloop single to center, and it's 3-0 Clarion. 1 pitch away. He got a good one. Lauer just put it out there between the center fielder Hesden and the shortstop Kemmer for the base hit. On the play, moving to second, was Alston. So 3 in now for Clarion, and Dante Gervin at the plate takes ball 1. So now Gervin with an opportunity to really bust this inning open for Clarion. He takes another ball, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Now, manager Bill Smith in his first year will go out to talk to his son and right-handed pitcher, Tommy Smith. Well, he does that like to thank Daddies in Clarion, sponsor of the 3 Clarion runs here in the first inning. 3 Clarion runs crossing the Daddy's Dish. Stopped by, had an Eddie dog on the way over to the game today. Dana Tree's doing a great thing for the folks who lost everything in the fire that took out the building that housed Bob Sub, raising money with some beans and rice as that ball is up high, 3 balls and no strikes. The beans and rice are free, but there's a donation basket there, and I got to say, the great folks of Clarion have done a great job with the donation so far today over at Daddy's. 3-0 to Gervin. In there, taking all the way, strike 1, 3 balls and 1 strike. There's a called strike. Gervin thought he had ball 4. Instead, it's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 3 runs in for Clarion. Runners at first and second. Those runners will be on the move here on the payoff pitch from Tommy Smith. Check of the runner. Runners go. Ground ball, base hit into right field. Rounding third, heading to the plate. Lutz's throw will be cut off as Clarion now takes a 4-0 lead. And now there's a throw over to third that gets away. The runner at third, Lauer, will hold, but that'll allow Gervin on the throwing air to move into second base, and it's 4-0 in favor of the Bobcats. So the base hit to right by Dante Gervin on the payoff pitch. Going air by the first baseman, Aaron, allows Gervin to go to second, and now the ninth man to bat in the inning, Hayden Weber. Ball one high and tight. So now a base hit by Weber could really break this game open for the Bobcats. Winding the pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. One to Weber. Called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 on Hayden Weber. Runners at second and third. 4 runs in for Clarion here in the top of the first. Winding the pitch. Little chopper towards second. Sawicki up with it. He'll flip over the first, and the inning comes to a close, but not before Clarion scores 4 runs on just 2 hits. There were 3 walks, an error, and 2 left on base at the end of a half an inning here at Clarion-Limestone. It's Clarion 4, Clarion-Limestone coming to bat. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us to rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of Your Daily Local LLC, the parent company of the YDL Sports Network. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. Back here at Clarion-Limestone, Clarion with a 4 spot in the top of the first, leading their neighborhood rival Clarion-Limestone 4-0. The Lions will send the following lineup in case you weren't with us 25 minutes ago when we gave it. Logan Lutz, Tommy Smith, Jordan Hesden, Braden Murray, Nick Aaron, Cohen Kemmer, Jake Smith, Aiden Colson, and Jesse Sawicki. They'll be facing the righty junior Devin Lauer. Lauer backed up by the following defense. Derek Smales at first, Noah Harrison's at second, Dawson Smales at short, Matt Alston's over at third, Tanner Miller's in left, Bryce Brinkley's in center, Gary Mattis is in right, Hayden Weber doing the catching for Devin Lauer. So again, that's Derek Smale, Harrison, Dawson Smale, Alston first to third, Miller, Brinkley, Mattis left to right, Hayden Weber doing the catching for Devin Lauer. So stepping in, the lefty Logan Lutz, wearing number 42 for his idol Jackie Robinson. Told the story many times of how Logan Lutz sent a letter and got an autograph from Jackie's widow, Rachel. First pitch called strike 1. Left-handed hitting sophomore. Lauer set. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and it's now no balls and 2 strikes. So quickly ahead in the count here is Lauer at 0-2. Wine in the 0-2. That ball is fouled out of play. Remains no balls and 2 strikes on Lutz. Remember way back in my days as the assistant sports information director at Clarion, Logan with his mom, Diane, out at a Clarion softball game. He must have been about 2 or 3 years old. Wide in the pitch, just misses on the outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So this young man has been around ball pretty much his entire life. One ball, 2 strikes to Logan Lutz. He pokes that one out into the left center field gap. That ball is going to get down, fielded by the left fielder, Miller. He'll get it in and hold Lutz to a single, but Logan Lutz with the leadoff base hit for the Lions. A nice job of 2-strike hitting there by Logan Lutz. That'll bring up Tommy Smith, another left-handed batter. Lauer peers in. Quick throw over. Lutz diving back in safely. Lutz had a nice lead there. Lutz gets his lead. Another quick throw over. Just diving back in. That time was Lutz. Quick tag over there by Derek Smale. Now, if this was the majors, now with the new rules, Lutz could just take off. But high school ball, you can still throw over as many times as you want. And there's a third one over, diving back safely again. Again, with the new major league rules, that would have been a balk because he didn't get them. But those rules, I eventually imagine, will trickle their way down through all the levels. But right now, still playing old-fashioned baseball at the high school level, minus the metal bats instead of wood, of course. Or composite bats, I guess, now. Another throw over, diving back safely again. Boy, Clarion thought they had him that time. Second baseman Harrison kind of jumped up, but Lutz was able to get back safely. So Lauer's gone over there 4 times in a row, really concerned about Logan Lutz here after the leadoff single. This should only benefit Tommy Smith, as you've got to figure that they're so worried that a fastball might be coming. Another throw over, and again diving back is Lutz. I mean, at some point, you're going to have to throw the ball to the plate here. So Lutz takes his lead again. Lauer comes home. Lutz is going. That ball is fouled away by Tommy Smith. Logan's probably out there thinking, geez, Tommy, after all the times that I dove back into first base, couldn't you have at least not swung at that pitch and let me try to steal second? Lutz takes his lead off of first. Another throw over. Getting back in there again. Just ahead of the tag is Lutz. He's got dust and dirt from toe to at least the mid portion of his body right now. Lauer again looks over. Winding the pitch, this time not going, and Smith with a fly ball towards center. Center fielder Brinkley is there to make the catch, and there's one away in the CL first inning. So one out, that'll bring up Jordan Hesden. Hesden steps up. Another quick throw over. This time, no tag applied by Derek Smale. Diving back in again was Lutz. Quick check of the runner. Lauer come home this time. Lutz is going. Throw down to second by Weber on a bounce. He's got him! So Hayden Weber throws out Logan Lutz, trying to steal second, and there's now 2 away here in the Clarion-Limestone second inning. It's a nice throw on a bounce. Nice tag there by Noah Harrison to get Logan Lutz. So after all those throws over, Lutz goes, and he is gunned down by Weber. Was a strike, I do believe, to Hesden. That's inside. Nope, it was a ball, that first pitch. So it's now 2-0 to Hesden. I apologize. Hadn't gone up on the scoreboard. I was concentrating on the runner stealing. Kind home plate umpire just let us know it was 2-0. Winding the 2-0. That's going to bounce in there, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes. So 3-0 on Jordan Hesden. Nobody on. 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Clarion-Limestone trailing Clarion 4-0. Wind up in the 3-0 by Lauer. Right in there for a called strike, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Three and 1 here on Hesden. Lauer set, winds, and delivers. Ball is fouled out of play, and it goes full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes here on Hesden. 2 outs, nobody on for CL here in the bottom of the first. They trail 4-0. Lauer shakes off his catcher Weber. Now he's got what he wants, the windup in the payoff. Ground ball almost took off Lauer's foot, goes into center field, and then Brinkley misses the ball in center. Heading to second is Hesden. He'll be in there. So it's a base hit and an error on the center fielder Brinkley, who reached down and had the ball just go right underneath his glove. So now the caught stealing really looming large here. So runner at second for Nick Aaron. Oh, actually, it's not Nick Aaron. It is Braden Murray. My fault. Nick Aaron's on deck. Braden Murray at the plate. Apologize to Braden there. Braden back playing ball this year after a couple years off. Called strike 1. Chance to talk to his mom, Michelle, about that a couple weeks ago. No, Braden was pretty excited to be back playing. And she was pretty excited to have him back playing. Check of the runner at second. Here's the pitch. That misses, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Murray. Check of the runner at second. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 here on Murray, with Hesden at second and 2 outs for Clarion-Limestone. Winding the pitch. Just misses outside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes on Murray. Checks the runner at second. Winding the delivery. Outside, and it's now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Braden Murray. 2 outs. Hesden's at second. Nick Aaron on deck. Check of the runner at second. Lauer's payoff pitch. Misses, ball 4. And now CL with runners at first and second and 2 outs. Nick Aaron to the plate. Now the caught stealing really looming large. So Aaron stepping to the plate. Hesden's at second. Murray's at first. 2 outs. CL trying to cut into this 4-0 deficit. Lauer checks the runner at second. Wind in the pitch. In there for called strike 1. Today's game being brought to you by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. Yeah, just got their new outdoor pavilion. The frame went up here in the last couple of days. I got a picture of it looking fantastic. There's call time. don't forget, folks, you don't normally think about this for the Allegheny Grill, but it's a great place to go and watch a game, too. Andy Close and I had an opportunity to go down during the first round of the NCAA tournament. 5 different TVs, 5 different games going on. Great wings on Thursdays. They now have the cut wings, and they're like 70 cents a wing. If you eat in, there's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. So, full stock bar, the whole 9 yards. Great place to go watch a game. You don't think of the Allegheny Grill as a sports bar, but the bar area there, bar and pub area, would make a great sports bar. Hang out with your buddies, maybe your family, get some of the good food. Wind in the 2-strike pitch. That ball is reached for and lined into center. Brinkley coming in. He doesn't get it. That's going to score a run as Heston comes in. Brinkley's diving attempt came up just short, and Clarion-Limestone has their first run. They trail 4-1 on the RBI single by Nick Aaron to center. Aaron went up the ladder to get that one and poked it out into center field for the RBI hit. So a lot of 2-out lightning here by the Lions. Single walk, single has got them back within 3 for Cohen Kemmer. First pitch to Kemmer. Ground ball, shortstop Dawson Smale has it go right through his legs. Into center field. Rounding third, coming home is Murray. He's going to score. Runner heads to third as it gets beyond Brinkley, the center fielder. And on the air by Dawson Smale, followed by the air on the center fielder Brinkley. Clarion-Limestone has a second run. It's now 4-2. So that went right under the usually sure-handed center or shortstop Dawson Smale. That was an inning-ending ground out. Instead, another run is home. And Jake Smith at the plate with runners at second and third as the ball then got beyond Brinkley for a second error on the play. So Clarion has been plagued now with 3 errors in this inning, along with 3 hits and a walk. And the caught stealing now of Logan Lutz really looms big. Tying runs at second. That ball is fouled out of play. Strike 1 to Jake Smith. Aiden Colson on deck. Oh, Dawson Smale did everything right. He even went down to his knees to field it, and it somehow or other found its way through. Winding the pitch, fouled back. Snowballs, 2 strikes on Jake Smith. So 0-2 on Jake Smith. Lots of action in this one so far. 4 runs for Clarion in the top of the first. CL's got 2 so far here in the bottom of the inning. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. Lauer peers in, has his sign, and now Jake Smith calls time. Lauer looks in, has his sign, checks the runner at second. Ready with the pitch. Stays high, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jake Smith. Winding the pitch. Smith chases one. That is just going to get out of play. Over here on the third base side, one of the fans thought he was going to get out of the way by going up against the fence, but it came down right on the fence, almost hit him. One ball, 2 strikes here on Jake Smith. Smith calls time again. Right now, I'm feeling like the speed up rules in the majors would be a good thing to have right now. One ball, two strikes. That ball is hit out into left field. Left fielder Miller coming in, and he'll make the catch, and the inning comes to a close. But not before Clarion-Limestone scores 2 runs on 3 hits. There were 3 Clarion errors, 2 left on base. At the end of 1 full inning here at Clarion-Limestone, it is Clarion 4, Clarion-Limestone 2. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Claims happen. Fortunately, you have Gerg Insurance and Financial in your corner. Your family is our family, and we really mean that. So we invite you to get in touch with us and find out for yourself. Gerg Insurance and Financial. Offices in Ridgeway, Warren, and St. Mary's. Call 814-781-1020 for an appointment or a quote today. Gerg Insurance and Financial wants to understand you to help protect you.
Gerg Insurance, caring for you and the things you care for.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals. Back here at Clarion-Limestone, we head to the second inning. 4-2, Clarion in the lead. It'll be the top of the order for the Bobcats after they batted around in the top of the first. It'll be Dawson Smale, Bryce Brinkley, and Noah Harrison against Tommy Smith. First pitch to Dawson Smale, misses for ball 1. He walked and scored it leading off the game. The ball is fouled out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike on Dawson Smale. Dawson's grandmother is able to make it out today. He's talking to Brian, his uncle, sitting way down the right field line. There's a ground ball. Shortstop Sawicki down to one knee to get it. He'll throw over to first. Is not in time. So Dawson Smale, busting it out of the box, beats out the routine grounder to second for an infield single. So Sawicki had it all lined up, just wasn't expecting the hustle there from Dawson Smale, and Dawson beats out the throw. I'll bring up Brinkley. He reached on a fielder's choice sacrifice bunt. Tommy Smith tried to go to second on the play, and Dawson Smale beat the wrap there as the ball was a little offline. Tried to bunt that time, takes a strike. That one's outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Brinkley. That misses outside, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Brinkley. Next pitch, up high, and it's 3-1, excuse me, now on Brinkley. So Tommy Smith continuing to struggle with his control here, throwing a lot of pitches through an inning plus. Checking the runner at first. Here's the 3-1. Misses high, ball 4. Fourth walk issued by Tommy Smith. And now it's first and second, and nobody out for Noah Harrison. Harrison walked and scored an inning ago. Harrison squares the bunt, takes ball 1. Scrambling back into first without a throw there was Brinkley, as he had gotten way off the bag as the first baseman Aaron in a step or two on the grass. The third baseman Colson is back in the dirt still, as no bunt showing that time, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. So now Aaron will back up a step, but he's still a step or so into the grass over at first, protecting against the bunt. But again, see how not protecting against the bunt down at the third base side. Harrison not showing bunt, takes a strike, 2 balls and a strike now. Checks the runner at second. Harrison not showing bunt again. Called strike, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 on Noah Harrison. Runners at first and second, nobody out for Clarion. Here in the second. Wind into 2-2. Misses, and it's now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2 on Noah Harrison. Runners at first and second. Nobody out in the top of the second for Clarion. They scored 4 in the first. They lead 4-2. Payoff pitch. Misses high. Another walk issued by Tommy Smith. Number 5, and it's the bases loaded and nobody out for the second time for Derek Smale. Derek Smale struck out in this situation an inning ago on a payoff pitch. Now you've got to wonder, how much longer does Tommy Smith go here as he continues to struggle with his command? And Derek Smale at the plate. Misses high, ball 1. Winding the 1-0. Way inside, doing a dance out of the way is Derek Smale, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Younger brother of Dawson, Derek, a sophomore. One more brother coming through, Dylan. That misses outside, 3-0. I believe Dylan might be a 8th grader this year. 7th or 8th grader this year. 3-0, bases loaded, nowhere to put Derek Smale. Was taking all the way there for a called strike. Actually, a little surprised there that I had the take sign on when I thought maybe knowing there's no place to put him, he's going to get a fastball. Anyhow, it's 3-1. That ball is driven out to deep left center field. That ball is off the wall, and it'll bounce over for a 2-run ground rule double. So the ground rule double to right center by Derek Smale scores his brother Dawson along with Bryce Brinkley, and it's now 6-2 Clarion. So the 2-run double there. Harrison has to stop at third. He would have scored if that hadn't jumped over the wall. And now there's another mound visit here for the Lions, as Clarion has pushed 2 more across the Daddies and Clarion dish. You'll never have to worry about what you're dishing out for dinner when you go to Daddies and Clarion. So long meeting here at the mound. Matt Alston will be at the plate. Finally, the home plate umpire is going out to break this powwow up. So Dawson Smale with the hustling infield single to second. Bryce Brinkley walked. Noah Harrison walked. And Derek Smale with the 2-run double to make it 6-2 Clarion. And the powwow breaks up. Alston walked and scored in the first. Clarion scored 4 in the first. They've got 2 across here with nobody out in the second and runners at second and third. There's a ball one to Alston. Tommy Smith ready here with the 1-0 to Alston. Gets that in there for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. That ball's down low, and it's 2-1 on Alston. Tanner Miller on deck. Alston's walk an inning ago was a bases loaded walk. Drove in a run. There's a little chopper. Smith off the mound. Fields it. Throw down to first is in time to get Alston. The runners have to hold. And there's 1 away on a really nice defensive play there by Tommy Smith. So 1 away from Miller. So Tanner Miller struck out with the bases loaded an inning ago against Tommy Smith. Smith's first pitch to Miller. Miller line drive, base hit into the right center field gap. That ball's going to go all the way to the wall. That's going to score 2. Miller's going to chug into second with a stand-up double, and Clarion leads 8-2. So Tanner Miller wasted no time going after the first pitch there and lining it in to the right center field gap for a 2-run double. So that'll bring up Devin Lauer here. 4 in the first, 4 here in the second for Clarion. Still going with a runner at second and just 1 out for Lauer, who had a 2-run bloop hit to center with 2 outs an inning ago. Takes ball 1 from Tommy Smith. Misses, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Check of the runner at second. Winding the pitch. Way high, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes. CL played on Monday. Lost 1-0 in walk-off fashion at St. Mary's. Check of the runner at second. Here's the wind in the pitch. That's outside, strike on the outside corner, strike 1. So Lutz and is it Kemmer, I think, pitched in that game for CL. Here's the 3-1. That ball is popped in the air. Shortstop Kemmer drops the ball. And so Lauer is safe at first. Miller holds at second. I don't know if the wind took it or the sun got in his eyes, but either way, Kemmer couldn't squeeze it. And safe on the air is Devin Lauer. Now there's runners at first and second and 1 out for Dante Gerben, who had an RBI single in his first at bat. First pitch to Gerben, called strike 1. There is 1 out here. I forgot to put that on the scoreboard. Sorry about that, folks. Doing a little bit of everything here. Next pitch misses low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Gerben. Smith checked the runners now. Time called. Winding the pitch. That misses inside, and it's now 2-1 on Gervin. Hayden Weber's on deck. Clarion trying to bat around for the second time in as many innings. Winding the pitch. Fouled out, a play over the first base dugout occupied by Clarion, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 on Gervin. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Winding the pitch. Called, strike 3. Third strikeout for Smith. And that'll bring up Hayden Weber, 9th man to bat in the inning. And now Hayden Weber at the plate. First pitch to Weber is fouled. It's a foul ball at the plate, strike 1. Weber grounded out the second to end the first when Clarion scored 4. Bobcats have 4 more across here in the second. They lead 8-2. So 8 runs have crossed the Daddy's dish for the Bobcats. Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion. Check them out on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion. So the 0-1 pitch coming to Weber. Way up high. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Quick throw down to second. It's going to skip out into center field. The runner had slid back into second. That's Miller, so he won't be able to advance anywhere. But it's now 1-1 here on Weber. It's a called strike, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Weber. And there's a swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning comes to an end. But not before Clarion scores 4 more runs on 3 hits. There was a walk, an error, and 2 left on base. At the end of an inning and a half, it is Clarion 8, Clarion-Limestone 2. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 sports.com. For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
When you go to Joe's Drive-In in Punxsutawney, it's like stepping back in time. Joe's Drive-In has hot dogs, cheeseburgers, fries, ice cream, and so much more, all at a wallet-friendly price. You can eat in or take out. Call ahead to place your takeout order, 814-938-5760. Joe's Drive-In, across from the ball fields on Indiana Street, has been serving the Punxsutawney community for over 50 years. Online at joesdrivein.com. Joe's Drive-In is open every day but Wednesday from 11 to 8. Joe's Drive-In, Punxsutawney's favorite family spot. Back here at Clarion-Limestone, we head to the bottom of the second inning. 8-2 Clarion. It'll be Colson, Sawicki, and Lutz. 8-9-1 for Clarion-Limestone against Devin Lauer. First pitch is inside. There's a called strike. It's 1-1 strike here on Colson. Now we're ready with the 1-1. Bender missed, and it's 2-1 strike. Two and one on Colson. Lauer set with the pitch. That misses outside, and it's now 3-1 on Colson. Three and one to Colson. That ball is popped up. First baseman Derek Smale in foul territory in front of the coach's box makes the catch for out number one. So one away here in the CL second. That'll bring up Jesse Sawicki, the second baseman. Sawicki's first at bat of the game. Called strike, I do believe. No balls and one strike on Sawicki. Winding the 0-1 pitch. That's in the dirt and outside, and it's 1-1 strike. That ball is lifted deep to right field, but in foul territory. Gary Mattis gave it a shot, but was out of his reach, and it's now 1-2 strikes on Sawicki. Dawson Smale came in for a quick word with his pitcher Lauer there. Ready with the 1-2. Way up high, and it's 2-2 strikes. Winding the 2-2. Misses, and it's 3-2 strikes. If you're just joining us, Clarion with 4 in the first, 4 in the second, CL with 2 in the bottom of the first. That's where we stand right now at 8-2. Wind and the payoff. That ball is fouled out of play, so Sawicki stays alive at 3-2 strikes. Wind in the 3-2. Sawicki drives that one out to center. Brinkley back on it, and he'll make the catch out there in deep center field. And there are 2 away here in the Clarion-Limestone second inning. So Sawicki gave that one a bit of a ride, but plenty of room out there in the spacious center field to make the catch was Bryce Brinkley. I'll bring up Logan Lutz. Lutz singled leading off the first for Clarion-Limestone, was caught stealing second base. Lauer's pitch to Lutz. Ground ball, second baseman Harrison on one hop, throws it over, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Devin Lauer. In the second for CL, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We head to the third. It is Clarion 8, Clarion-Limestone 2. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Back here at Clarion-Limestone, we've got a Pizza Hut pitching change for the Lions. Logan Lutz taking over on the mound for Tommy Smith. Nobody out-pizzas the Hut. Pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut here in Clarion, over in Brookville. Just two of the many along the I-80 corridor, also going up to St. Mary's. So final line on Tommy Smith, 2 innings pitched. Gave up 8 runs. All of them were earned on 5 hits. He walked 5. Struck out, I do believe, 4. I think Weber was the last. And Lutz is greeted with a line drive into right field for Dawson Smale, who's on for the 3rd time. So Dawson Smale leading off here in the 3rd against Logan Lutz, wastes no time, poking a single out into right field. Ring up Bryce Brinkley. Quick throw over by Lutz, the lefty. Diving back in is Smale. So Dawson Smale 2 for 2. The walk, couple runs scored. Brinkley has reached on a fielder's choice and walked, has also scored twice. Takes a strike there from Logan Lutz. Lutz last pitched Monday. And now they've got Smale picked off. He's going to get into a rundown. Tommy Smith throws it over to Nick Aaron. Aaron going back. Aaron to the second baseman, Sawicki. Sawicki gives it to Lutz, and Lutz tags out Dawson Smale on the pickoff, caught stealing. So I do believe that went 1, 3, 6, 4, 1. If I'm remembering right. So Dawson Smale got a little greedy out there against the lefty Lutz and gets himself picked off, caught stealing. There's a swing and a miss by Brinkley, and it snowballs in 2 strike or 1. 0-1, I do believe, on Brinkley. Nope, 0-2. I was right the first time. 1 in the 0-2. Brinkley fouls that one off at the plate. So Lutz figured, hey, you threw over on me when I was at first base a bunch. I'm going to throw over when you're over there. And different player, obviously, as it was Lauer that was throwing over there, but Clarion in general, and picks off Dawson Smale. 0-2 on Brinkley. Lefty on lefty here. This is way outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Luke's ready with the 1-2 to Brinkley. Swing and a miss. They're going to say it was caught there by Smith. And there are 2 away now for Noah Harrison. First strikeout for Lutz. Ball 1 to Noah Harrison. Harrison has walked twice and scored twice. Wind in the 1-0. Way inside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Wind in the 2-0. That ball is popped up. Right fielder gives it a chase. That's the new right fielder, Kemmer. So Kemmer moved from shortstop out to right as Tommy Smith goes into shortstop, and Lutz comes in from right field to pitch. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Lutz ready with the 2-1 to Harrison. Misses outside. It's now 3-1 on Noah Harrison. Harrison's mom, Jen Herron, the volleyball coach, very successful volleyball coach at Penn West Clarion now, Clarion University for years. 3-1, way inside, and Harrison's now walked 3 times. So Harrison's at first with 2 outs for Derek Smale, excuse me. Derek struck out in the first, doubled in 2, last inning on a shot to deep right center field. Logan Lutz set with the first pitch, way inside, ball 1. Spikes it, and it gets past Smith, and on the wild pitch, Harrison sprints into second base, and now Clarion with a runner at second. And 2 outs. So now duck on the pond for Smale. Next pitch, ground ball. Third baseman boots it as the third baseman, Colson, couldn't come up with it. And on the air, Clarion's got runners at the corners and 2 outs. So runners at the corners, 2 outs for Matt Alston. First pitch misses to Alston, ball 1. Alston walked with the bases loaded in the first, grounded out to the pitcher, Tommy Smith, in the second, facing Logan Lutz for the first time here in the third. Lutz's pitch, ground ball, base hit up the middle. That'll bring home Harrison. Clarion's expanded its lead to 9-2. On the RBI single to center by Alston. He's got a couple of RBIs in this one now. Harrison has now scored 3 times in the game on the play. Derek Smale goes to second. It'll be an unearned run after the error on the third baseman, Colson, but either way, it still counts. Check of the runner at second. Tanner Miller at the plate takes a strike. Miller is 1 for 2 with a was Miller that had the 2-run double, not Alston. Alston had the RBI walk his first time up. So Miller with the 2-run double. Him and Smale both had 2-run doubles. Here's a swing and a miss. That'll be a strikeout completed on the throw down to first, and the inning is over. At the end of 2.5, it is Clarion-Limestone now leading Clarion-Limestone now trailing Clarion 9-2. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us and rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
Back here as we head to the bottom of the third. I apologize. I had to step away, check something out in the book real quick. Tommy Smith leading off here for the Lions. He'll be followed by Hesden and Murray. He takes strike one. That one's bounced in there by Lauer, and it's 1-1 strike. One and one to Tommy Smith. He flew out the center in the first inning. Rips this one to right, but on it is the right fielder Mattis to make the catch for the first out here in the third. So Smith gave it a ride on a line, but he lined it right to the right fielder Mattis. That brings up Hesden as Weber looks like he's a little banged up there. He's shaking his catching hand there. And now the umpire calls time. And now going down to talk to the home plate umpire's back and ready, and Weber going to give it a go here. Jordan Hesden at the plate, singled and scored back in the first. Takes a ball from Devin Lauer inside. Clarion 4 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third, CL 2 in the first. Line in the pitch. Called strike. 1-1 strike. Today's game being brought to you again by Pizza Hut. Nobody out Pizza the Hut, pizzahut.com. Winding the 1-1 to Hesden. That bounces in there, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. We're in the third. About an hour and 15 minutes into this game. Winding the pitch. That misses, and it's now 3-1. Best laid plans of mice and men. Looked like we had a nice pitcher's duel set up for us, and instead both starters have struggled with, at times, Tommy Smith more than Devin Lauer, but Lauer has taken a lot of counts deep as that one is fouled away by Hesden, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 on Hesden. If you're Lauer, the last thing you want to do with a 9-2 lead is walk somebody. The wind and the payoff pitch. Ground ball, foul ball over the third base side, and an error on manager Bill Smith as it goes right through him. First year managing the Lions, third ever manager of the CL Lions, replacing his brother Todd, who replaced now athletic director Brad Frazier, who won a couple of District 9 titles as the CL manager, started the program, I do believe it was 2000, 2001 in that neighborhood. There's ball 4 to Hesden. Brad, of course, a great pitcher in his own right in his playing days. No high school ball back when Frazier went to Clarion High School, played Legion, then went on to play for Rich Herman and Barry McCullough at Clarion University, was drafted by the Miami Marlins in the first ever draft, played a couple of years in the minor leagues. So now Murray at the plate. Murray walked in his first at bat, scored a run back in the first. We're now in the third. There's a called strike. Brad Frazier, one of the really good guys in Clarion County. Clarion Hall of Famer. Speaking of the Clarion Hall of Fame, their induction ceremony coming up in a couple of Fridays, the 28th, and Frazier's old coach, Rich Herman, going in this year. Ball 1 ball and 1 strike. Go to ClarionGoldenEagles.com to purchase tickets for that event if you're interested. One ball, 1 strike here on Murray. Winding the pitch. That's up high, and it's 2-1. Two and one on Braden Murray. Winding the pitch. That's in there for a called strike, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 on Murray. Hesden's at first with 1 out here in the bottom of the third for CL. Lauer checks the runner at first. Runner going, swing and a miss. Quick throw down by Weber is in time for the strike him out, throw him out, and Hesden not real happy with the call at second base, but that'll bring an end to the inning. For CL in the third. No runs, no hits. There was a walk and nobody left on base. At the end of 3 full here at Clarion-Limestone, it is Clarion 9, Clarion-Limestone 2. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network. The 9 and 10 sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough. Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of Your Daily Local LLC, the parent company of the YDL Sports Network. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270.
Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket. Back here at Clarion-Limestone as we go to the fourth inning after the strike 'em out, throw 'em out double play ended the CL third. It'll be Lauer, Gervin, and Weber due up for the Bobcats against the lefty Logan Lutz in his second inning of work. Lauer is 1 for 2, 2-run single in the first, reached on an error in the second. Both of those at bats were against Tommy Smith. So Lutz, who struck out 2 in his first inning of work, did give up an unearned run. First pitch swinging. There's a little pop fly. Does it get into fair territory? Does it get caught? Did Tommy Smith catch that? Does not catch it, and it's a fair ball. Jack Craig picks it up and throws it back in, and it'll be a blue base hit for Devin Lauer. So Lauer's second hit of the game. Hit number 7 for the Bobcats, and that'll bring up Gary Mattis, I do believe, is going to bat here. Mattis will bat here for Gervin. Mattis was the player that Gervin was designated hitting for. He'll get his first at bat. Gervin was 1 for 2. So now Mattis stepping in for the first time. So runner at first is Lauer for Mattis. Lauer's not going to want to get a real big lead as Lutz was able to pick off Dawson Smale last inning. First pitch to Mattis is upstairs. Ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Mattis. Spikes that one, and getting a great jump on it was Lauer. Smith wasn't able to find it, and Lauer immediately read that one well. Second wild pitch by Lutz, and now Lauer in scoring position with nobody out. Here for Gary Mattis, who's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 on Mattis. Quick throw. It was kind of a delayed throw there by Lutz, but Lauer was back in safely. Two balls, no strikes to Mattis. That's way up high, and it's now 3-0 on Mattis. 3 balls, no strikes on Gary Mattis. Devin Lauer's at second. Nobody out here in the fourth for Clarion, up 7, 9-2. Lauer checks the runner at second. Here's the 3-0, way high, ball 4 now. Second walk issued by Lutz, and Clarion's got runners at first and second and nobody out for Hayden Weber. Weber is grounded out and struck out in this one. Takes a long look down at third base coach and manager Rob Jewett. Rob, of course, managed Clarion to the 2017 state championship game. And there's another wild pitch. That was high. I'm debating on whether to give wild pitch pass ball there. Is Smith had to get out of his crouch to get it, but really probably should have had it. We're going to go with a wild pitch, and it's going to be runners at second and third, and nobody out here for Weber. Ahead in the count 1-0. Now remember, Lutz did throw 3 innings on the other day. There's a ground ball to Tommy Smith. That's going to get a run home. Throw across the diamond is in time, but Clarion does pick up a 10th run. They lead 10-2 on the RBI. Ground out the shortstop by Hayden Weber, scoring Devin Lauer. So Lauer scores for the first time in this game. Staying at second on the play was Mattis. That'll bring up Dawson Smale, who has been on base 3 times, a couple of hits and a walk, takes ball 1. So 4 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 so far here in the fourth for Clarion to take the 10-2 lead. Next pitch to Dawson Smale, bounces in the dirt. Nice play by Smith to keep it in front of him, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. So Dawson Smale walked and scored in the first. Infield hustling single to second in the second. Singled in the third and was picked off. Winding the pitch. That's on the outside corner for a strike, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Bryce Brinkley's on deck. Lute set with the 2-1. That's down low, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. So with first base open, you just got to wonder if Logan Lutz really wants to deal with Dawson Smale, or would he rather go after Brinkley, who he struck out last inning? Winding the 3-1. Ooh, called strike on the outside. Smale thought he had ball 4. I thought he had ball 4. But the man that counts with a better view of it than me said it was a strike, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 to Smale. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Logan Lutz down in the count, 3-1, comes back to strike out Dawson Smale, and there are 2 away here in the Clarion 4th inning. That'll bring up Bryce Brinkley. So Lutz may have gotten a call, and then he used it to his advantage to get the punch out. That's strikeout number 3 for Lutz. Brinkley, first pitch swinging, fouls it out of play, strike 1. One in the 0-1. On the outside, called strike, and it's now no balls and 2 strikes. So Lutz ahead in the count. Oh and 2, and now their defensive adjustment out there for CL as the catcher Smith was positioning his defenders. 0-2 pitch. Called, strike 3, and the inning comes to an end. But not before Clarion picks up 1 more run on a hit, a walk, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 3.5, Clarion now leads Clarion-Limestone 10-2. You're watching high school softball or baseball on the YDL Sports Network.
Claims happen. Fortunately, you have Gerg Insurance and Financial in your corner. Your family is our family, and we really mean that. So we invite you to get in touch with us and find out for yourself. Gerg Insurance and Financial. Offices in Ridgeway, Warren, and St. Mary's. Call 814-781-1020 for an appointment or a quote today. Gerg Insurance and Financial wants to understand you to help protect you.
Gerg Insurance, caring for you and the things you care for.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals. For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com. Back here at Clarion-Limestone, we have a Pizza Hut pitching change as Tanner Miller taking over on the mound for Devin Lauer. Wyatt Watterson comes in, the freshman, to play left field for the Bobcats. So the lefty Miller will take over and will face Aaron Kemmer and Jake Smith. Strike one here to Nick Aaron. So Lauer goes 3 innings, gives up 2 runs. One of them was earned, 3 hits, walked a couple, struck out the last batter he faced. On that strike him out, throw him out double play. Ball is fouled away, and it's now 0-2 here on Aaron. Aaron singled in a run in his first at bat in the first inning. So Watterson taking over in left. Leaves the outfitter of Watterson, Brinkley, and Mattis. Ground ball, shortstop Dawson Smale gets this one. Throw across to his brother Derek in time, and there's one away in the Clarion-Limestone fourth. So one out here in the fourth. That'll bring up Cohen Kemmer. Kemmer at the plate. Reached on an error by Dawson Smale in the first inning that brought a run home. Takes ball 1 from Tanner Miller. Clarion back in action on Saturday up at Elk County Catholic. Play the Crusaders, who are scuffling a bit right now. I think at 1-4. Ball's up high, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Lost 12-0 yesterday to Johnsonburg. Sad news out of St. Mary's the other day. Eric Voigt, longtime head coach, priest up at Elk County Catholic and head baseball coach, passed away at St. Vincent in Greensburg. Eric took the Crusaders to the 2014 district or TIAA single A championship game where they lost 1-0 in heartbreaking fashion. Winding the 3-0. Ball was popped up and out of play. Well, actually, it stayed in play. And Derek Smale's just kind of looking like, because if he had just kept going, he would have been able to catch that ball, but it stayed in play, and I don't think he thought it was going to stay in play. So possibly a mental error there by Derek Smale, who started to give chase and then let it go thinking it was going to go out of play. And I don't know if the wind brought it back or the spin on it brought it back, but it ended up landing right in front of the fence, and it was high enough that Derek would have probably had time to get over there and make the catch. We'll see if Aaron can take advantage of it. He does. He'll draw the walk. So the 1-out walk to Aaron. That'll bring up Jake Smith. Smith flew out to left field, or Miller, who is now pitching in his first at bat. We're in the fourth. 4 runs in the first, 4 in the second for Clarion. They added single runs in the third and fourth to get the 10. CL with 2 in the first. Here's a ground ball to Dawson Smale. Nice job. And then his flip goes out into right field. He did a great job of handling the high hop, but his flip goes out into right field for the error. Second error now on Dawson Smale. Out at shortstop, and now Clarion-Limestone with runners at first and second and 1 out for Aiden Colson. So he did a nice job of staying with the high hop, but then the underhand flip to Harrison was way high. And on that error, going to third base was Kemmer. So Colson takes strike one. So Cohen Kemmer is over at third after really being given new life by Derek Smale, who didn't chase the foul ball, and then Dawson with some struggles out in the field today. 2 errors on him at shortstop. Very uncharacteristic. Good job there by Weber to block that one, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Colson. So now Clarion-Limestone has had the door opened up a little bit here because of some Clarion shoddy defense. Maybe a chance to cut into this 8-run deficit. Miller set with the 1-1. Throw over. Getting back in there is Jake Smith. Miller back on the rubber. Gets his sign. Comes to the set. Winding the pitch. Way high. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Colson fouled out in his first at bat to Derek Smale, just in front of the first base coach's box. Jesse Sawicki on deck. Next pitch misses, and it's now 3 balls and 1 strike. So 3-1 on Colson. After getting Aaron to ground out the shortstop, Kemmer walked on 5 pitches. Smith reached on the fielder's choice error, and it's now 3-1 on Colson. Winding the 3-1. In there for a called strike, taking it all the way. It looked like there was Colson, and it's now 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at the corners for Clarion-Limestone in the 4th, down 8. Miller set with the payoff pitch. Ground ball, and it's going to skip off of the third baseman, Alston, out into center field. On his way to third is Smith as Kemmer comes home to score, and it is 10-3. Another ball that a Clarion infielder should have had. We'll give an RBI to Colson, as the runner would have scored either way, but going to third on that error is Smith. And now Hayden Weber out to talk to his pitcher, Miller, who has been the victim of some suspect Clarion defense here in the 4th. So runners still at the corners for Jesse Sawicki. Sawicki flew out the center in his first at bat. So the bottom half of the Lions lineup just putting the ball in play and forcing Clarion to make some defensive plays, and the Bobcats have not been able to, as there's ball 1. Started with the non-air, just a mental error for Derek Smale, not chasing the ball over that stayed in play over along the foul ground territory in front of his dugout, just beyond his dugout, and then his brother with the air, and now Alston with the air. And now it's 2-0, and the ball gets away, and sprinting home is Jake Smith. He will score on the wild pitch, and it is now 10-4. So it's now 10-4 after that wild pitch. Going to second is Colson. And it's 2 balls and no strikes here on Sawicki. So Clarion should have been out of this inning. Instead, CL's got 2 in, runner at second, and just 1 out. Miller ready with the pitch. It's in there for a called strike. Madison Alston pitched yesterday for the Bobcats. That ball is popped up. Derek Smale this time is going to give it a look, and this one just out of his reach over there on the first base side. One wasn't quite as high as the one that was put over there by Kemmer that he probably could have caught. That one was a little lower, and by the time he got a beat on it, it was in there, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes on Sawicki. I have to ask Jesse if he wears number 21 because of Roberto Clemente or if there's another reason for that number. Wind in the 2-2. That misses inside. It's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 on Sawicki. The top of the order, and Logan Lutz on deck for CL. Miller checks the runner at second. Here's the payoff pitch. Chopper off the plate. Miller's going to get it. It's going to be a tough play. His throw is in time to get Sawicki at first, and there's 2 away. Nice play there. Coming off the hill for the lefty Miller to make that play and throw over for the second out. On the play, Colson goes to third. So 2 outs now for Logan Lutz. Lutz 1 for 2 against the starter Lauer. Singled in the first, was caught stealing, grounded out in the second. First pitch swinging here, fouls it over the third base dugout occupied by his CL Lions. Strike 1. Miller peers in. Ready with the 0-1. Outside, it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Getting quickly closing in on the 2-hour mark. We're only in the 4th. Winding the 1-1 way outside. It's now 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike here on Logan Lutz. Winding the 2-1. It's in there for a called strike. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 on Lutz with 2 outs and Colson at third. 2 runs in here in the 4th for Clarion-Limestone. They trail by 6, 10-4. Lutz calls time. Now he'll step back in the box. Wind in the 2-2. Way high, and that gets away from Weber, but Colson must not have read that real well as he doesn't break, and he'll stay at third, and it's now full on Lutz, 3-2. Tommy Smith's on deck. Wind in the 3-2, way outside, ball 4. Again, it gets away from Weber. Again, Colson doesn't even think about scoring. So the bases now have runners at first and third. Second walk here in the inning issued by Miller. First and third for Tommy Smith. Now, if you're Clarion, all of a sudden this thing has gotten a little bit more interesting. Tommy Smith has home run power, could put one out, and all of a sudden it would be a 3-run game. Miller set. Gets Smith to pop that up. It's going to be out of play over the third base dugout. Strike one. Tommy's 0 for 2 in the game. Flew out to center, lined out to right. Hit that ball to right in the third inning. Very hard, but right at the right fielder, Mattis. Wind in the pitch. It's outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Miller checks the runner at first. Set with the 1-1 to Tommy Smith. Swing and a miss as he had Smith off balance, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1 and 2 here now on Tommy Smith. Tanner Miller trying to get out of this inning without any more damage. Been the victim of some errors and walks in this inning. CL has scored twice without a hit. Here's the throw over. Lutz easily back in this time. So the Lions have now scored 4 runs with just 3 hits. And 3 of the 4 so far unearned. Wind in the pitch. Chasing a high one and fouling it out of play. Remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes on Tommy Smith. Miller's set with the pitch. Smith, line drive right into the glove of Derek Smale, who may have been in foul territory when he caught it, and the inning comes to an end. So for Clarion-Limestone in the 4th, 2 runs, no hits, 2 Clarion errors, 2 walks, and 2 left on base. At the end of 4 full innings here at the Clarion-Limestone Sports Complex, it is Clarion 10, Clarion-Limestone 4. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Back here at Clarion-Limestone as we head to inning number 5 with Clarion leading 10-4. It'll be Noah Harrison, Derek Smale and Matt Alston, 3, 4, and 5 for the Bobcats as Harrison takes strike one. Harrison has walked 3 times and scored 3 times. Next pitch, line drive, base hit up the middle. Center fielder Hesden will quickly get it back in, but on base now 4 times is Noah Harrison. That'll bring up Derek Smale. He is 1 for 3. Scored a run, driven in a couple. Logan Lutz in his 3rd inning of relief for the for the Lions. Next pitch inside, ball 1. Clarion scored at least 1 run in every inning, including 4 in the first and 4 in the second. 1-0 in the dirt, and getting a good jump is Harrison. Throw down to second. Not in time on the wild pitch. Harrison's in. That is wild pitch number 4 by Logan Lutz. So 2-0 now on Derek Smale with nobody out. Harrison's now at second. That misses, and it's now 3-0. So 3-0 on Derek Smale. Ball 4. And the 3rd walk issued by Lutz. And it's 1st and 2nd, and nobody out for Matt Alston. Alston walked and scored in the 1st, grounded back to the pitcher in the 2nd, and singled in the 3rd. He has a couple of RBIs in this game. Takes ball 1. Oh, strike 1, excuse me. Lutz's next pitch. Line drive towards center. That's going to land in front of Hesden, and it's going to load the bases with nobody out for Tanner Miller. So the bases are loaded with nobody out here in the 5th inning for Clarion. It is the 3rd time in this game that the Bobcats have had the bases loaded and nobody out. They scored 4 runs in each of the first 2 innings when they did that. So Miller stepping to the plate. He is 1 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts and a 2-run double. CL is going to bring its infield all the way in. Miller will foul that one out of play, strike 1. So down 6 here in the 5th. The Lions feel like they have no choice but to bring the infield in. All kinds of holes out there for Tanner Miller. 0-1. Called strike on the inside, and it's now no balls and 2 strikes. Lutz looking for the strikeout here with the bases loaded and nobody out. Two misses, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Watterson on deck. He took Lauer's spot in the lineup. Here's the 1-2. Misses, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 on Tanner Miller. Bases loaded, nobody out for Clarion here in the 5th. Logan Lutz looks in. Has his sign. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He gets Miller on strikes. Strikeout number 4 for Lutz, and there's 1 away for Clarion. That'll bring up the freshman Wyatt Watterson. CL's infield now goes halfway in the middle, stays in on the corner, strike 1 to Watterson. So hard ground ball to the middle. They'll try to turn 2. On the corners, they're going to come home with it. That is way inside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Watterson. Now again, Lutz has thrown 4 wild pitches, so if you're the runner at 3rd, Noah Harrison, you should be on your toes. 1-1 to Watterson. In there for a called strike, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gary Mattis waits on deck. 1-2 on Watterson. Lutz set with the delivery. In the ground, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases loaded for Clarion. Winding to 2-2. Inside, and it's now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Watterson. No place to put him with the bases loaded and 1 out. Lutz ready with the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 5 for Lutz, and now he has an opportunity to maybe work his way out of this bases loaded in what was a no-out jam. Now Bill Smith going out to the mound. Lutz out of pitches. Are we going to get a Pizza Hut pitching change? Or is this going to just be a discussion? As he's talking it over. Tire CO infield is out there. So after Harrison singled, Smale walked, Alston singled to load the bases, Lutz has struck out Miller and Watterson. And it'll be up to Gary Mattis as the mound conversation continues. Finally, the umpire starts his way out to break things up here. We're going to leave Lutz in, and now Mattis will be at the plate. So Gary Mattis walked in his only plate appearance in the 4th. He didn't bat the first 2 times. That was the designated hitter, Dante Gervin, who did. So the senior Mattis looking to pick up his 2 batters, fouls the first one back, strike 1. Lutz trying to find a way out of this bases loaded jam where it was bases loaded and no outs. It's now bases loaded and 2 outs with no runs home. Lutz set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Mattis was late on that one, and it's now 0-2, and Lutz with an opportunity to play Houdini here. No balls, 2 strikes. Lutz set with the 0-2. Ground ball. Second baseman Sawicki up with it, throws over to first, and Lutz is able to work around the bases loaded and nobody out. For Clarion in the 5th, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 3 left on base. We head to the bottom of inning number 5. It is still Clarion 10, Clarion-Limestone 4. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 sports.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us and rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of Your Daily Local LLC, the parent company of the YDL Sports Network. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. Back here at Clarion-Limestone, 10-4 Clarion. It could have been a lot worse, though, as Logan Lutz had loaded the bases with nobody out for Clarion in the top of this 5th inning and managed to work his way out of the jam without giving up a run. A couple of strikeouts and a ground out. Now let's see if the Lions can continue to scratch out here, as they've done that a couple of times in this game. Get back in this game as Hesden leads off with a drive into the left center field gap. It's going to go all the way up against the wall. Hesden's at second. He's not satisfied. He's heading to third. The relay to third is not in time. It's a lead off triple for Jordan Hesden. That is a Pizza Hut extra base hit for the Lion senior. Nobody out pizzas the Hut. PizzaHut.com. Hesden leads off with the triple, his second hit of the game. Then that'll bring up Braden Murray. Going after the first pitch there was Hesden, and he lines it into the left center field gap, and he's immediately just 90 feet away. Although, as I learned the other day, it's not actually quite 90 feet. It's 90 feet to a point on the bag. So when you come off the edge of the bag, you're a little closer to the plate than 90 feet. Here's a ground ball. That'll get a run home. Alston, no, he goes to the plate, and they tag out the runner Hesden. So Alston decides to come home with the 10-4 lead, and it turns out to work out. So I just kind of assumed there, folks, that Alston was going to take the sure out, but instead he comes to the plate, and he gets Hesden at the plate for the first out. So I think Hesden was probably thinking the same thing I was, that they were just going to let that run score, but it turns out that Hesden out at the plate, and we'll bring up Nick Aaron. Aaron, little floater, and Alston will be there to catch that. He'll throw it across the diamond, but diving back safely is Murray, and now there's quickly 2 outs. So maybe a bit of a gamble there by CL to send Hesden home on that ground ball. Doesn't pay off. And now there are 2 outs and a runner at first for Cohen Kemmer. So what looked like a promising inning for the Lions, not right now so much, as Cohen Kemmer takes strike 1. That triple by Hesden was the first hit since the first inning for the Lions. Winding the pitch. There's a line drive over the head of a leaping shortstop, Dawson Smale, into center field. Brinkley quickly up with it and gets it in. And now there's runners at first and second with 2 outs. And it'll be up to Jake Smith. So now the decision to send Hesden home right now has cost the Lions a run. Jake Smith, 0 for 2. Grounded into a fielder's choice where there was an error on the play as they tried to get Kemmer at second, and the throw was wild. Scored a run last inning. Winding the pitch. Floats it out to left field, but that's going to be foul. Strike 1. Smith, starting catcher last year for CO, and they went to the final 8 in the state. Of course, the Lions lost to eventual state champion DuBois Central Catholic in the District 9 championship game in single A. They're double A this year. Clarion's still at single A. Smith will take time. Tanner Miller peers in. Has this sign, winding the delivery. That is fouled out of play. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes here on Jake Smith. Wide in the pitch. High and tight, ball 1. As Smith reaches, Colson's on deck. Murray takes his lead off a second. Kemmer leads off a first. Tanner Miller peers in for the sign. Checks the runners, delivers the 1-2. Little floater out towards center. Smale going back, coming in as the center fielder. Brinkley, nobody will get it. And the bases are loaded with 2 outs for Aiden Colson. So the little blue base hit by Jake Smith loads them up. So now Aiden Colson, he is 0 for 2, reached on an air and fouled out. So now Tanner Miller looks to work out of a bases loaded jam. First pitch to Colson, misses outside, ball 1. There are 2 outs, folks. I had 1 on the scoreboard. I apologize for that. There are 2. The bases loaded, 2 outs, 1 ball, no strikes on Colson. Miller sets with the 1-0. In there for a called strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Colson reaches, Sawicki on deck. Miller ready with the 1-1. Way inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Colson had to do a bit of a dance out of the way. Two and 1 on Colson. Miller looks in, winds and deals. That ball is hit towards center. Brinkley looks to have a beat on it, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. So for Clarion-Limestone in the 5th, no runs. There were a couple of hits, 3 of them to be exact. No errors and 3 left on base. We head to the 6th here at Clarion-Limestone. It is Clarion 10, Clarion-Limestone 4. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Claims happen. Fortunately, you have Gerg Insurance and Financial in your corner. Your family is our family, and we really mean that. So we invite you to get in touch with us and find out for yourself. Gerg Insurance and Financial. Offices in Ridgeway, Warren, and St. Mary's. Call 814-781-1020 for an appointment or a quote today. Gerg Insurance and Financial wants to understand you to help protect you.
Gerg Insurance, caring for you and the things things you care for.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Back here as we go to the 6th inning, it'll be Hayden Weber, and then the top of the order, Dawson Smale and Bryce Brinkley for Clarion. They lead Clarion-Limestone 10-4. Thinking ball one is Weber. He is 0 for 3 in the game. Does have an RBI ground out. Logan Lutz's next pitch, fouled away, strike one. Lutz in his 4th inning of work in relief of Tommy Smith. Smith gave up 8 runs. Lutz has given up 2. Worked his way out of a bases loaded jam in nobody out jam last inning. Congratulations to AC Valley Union's Bailey Crispin on his 100th career strikeout tonight. And there's a line drive base hit into left field by Hayden Weber, his first base knock of the game. That'll bring up Dawson Smale. Union AC was at North Clarion tonight. There's a quick throw over, and they've got Weber picked off. So Lutz has now picked off 2 in this game. So Weber got caught napping. 1 away. Union AC beat North Clarion 8-0. As Crispin went 6 innings, struck out 10, gave up just 1 hit and getting his 100th career strikeout. Here's a line drive, base hit on a couple of bounces into right field for Dawson Smale. Smale's 3rd hit of the game. We'll bring up Bryce Brinkley. Throw over, Smale dives back in. He was the first pickoff victim of Logan Lutz back in the 3rd inning. It went down as a caught stealing. 1-3-6-4-1. Brinkley pops that one up, and I'm hoping it's out of play beyond me. It is, and it's no balls and a strike on Brinkley. Noah Harrison on deck. Harrison's been on base all 4 times. Winding the pitch. In there for a called strike, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Brinkley has struck out twice against Logan Lutz. Has not liked facing this lefty today. Lutz ready with the 0-2. Brinkley gets a piece of it, fouls it off over the 3rd base dugout. Remains no balls and 2 strikes. So Lutz has given up a couple of hits in this inning. Given up 7 in the game. That's a strikeout. Brinkley thought about running to first, but he can't because first base is occupied, and they're now 2 away as Lutz with strikeout number 6, including 3 times of Bryce Brinkley. I'll bring up Noah Harrison. Again, Harrison's been on base 4 times, walked and scored in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, singled in the 5th. It's a called strike. Next pitch, out low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lutz ready with the 1-1. Misses low. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Logan Lutz on Noah Harrison, excuse me. Misses low, and it's now 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Dawson Smale at first for Clarion. Derek Smale on deck. 3-1 to Harrison. Called strike on the outside. It's now 3-2. So 3-2. Dawson Smale will be running here, but CL's going to hold him on. So if you're Dawson, you can't go early because already picking off 2 is Lutz. Wind into 3-2. There goes the runner. Harrison pops it up. Out of play. Remains 3-2. So we'll do it again. Be on tomorrow afternoon, folks, from Altoona, PA. Punxsutawney Hollidaysburg in the Curve Classic. 12:30 game time here on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com. Brought to you by Grange Lyman Stone, Joe's Drive-In. Payoff pitch, fouled again, out of play by Harrison. Remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Of all of the Punxsutawney games from that Curve Classic on the air, whether it's in the consolation on Friday where Andy Close would have you, or me and or Andy, or both of us on Saturday in the semifinals, possibly championship round. Really good Punxsutawney team. The only team to beat Clarion this year in the early going. Saw them a couple weeks ago. They just destroyed defending state champion DuBois Central Catholic. Here's the payoff pitch to Harrison. That's up high. Harrison's walked for the 4th time. So Harrison's been on base all 5 times. And there's now runners at first and second for Derek Smale. Derek Smale is 1 for 3, 2-run double, has walked, scored a run in this game. First pitch to Derek Smale, called strike on the inside corner. Clarion has put 10 runs across the daddy's dish. CL with 4. You'll never have to worry about what you're dishing out for dinner when you go to Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion. Next pitch, fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Dana Treese and company doing a great thing today, raising money for the victims of the fire on Main Street, just down a couple doors down from them on Easter Sunday morning that destroyed the building, held the Clarion Community Center and Bob Subs. Ball was fouled out of play. He was giving away free beans and rice, which I guess in the South is considered a good luck type thing, and was just asking for donations. And when I was in there earlier, a lot of people had donated. When tragedy strikes, communities usually come together in small towns like ours. That ball's upstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes, and that has been the case in this case as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Remember, folks, if you are craving a Bob Subs, there's still a Bob Subs, same owner, same recipes down in Brookville by the Sheets. It's fouled out of play, remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Wind in the pitch. Outside, it's now 2-2 on Derek Smale. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Derek Smale. Wind in the 2-2. Ground ball, base hit into left field. Dawson Smale turns third. He's going to come home. Jack Craig's throw will go into the cutoff man, and Clarion now leads 11-4. So the RBI single by Derek Smale brings home his brother Dawson. 3rd RBI of the game for Derek, and it is now 11-4. 7-run lead for the Bobcats. Bring up Matt Alston. Alston has 2 hits, a walk, a run scored, a couple of RBIs. Harrison leads off second. That ball's going to get behind the catcher Smith. Moving up 90 feet each are Harrison and Derek Smale on the fifth wild pitch thrown by Logan Lutz. Clarion up 7 here in the sixth, 11-4. 1-0 on Alston with 2 outs. That's way high, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 on Alston. Winding the 2-0. There's a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1, 2-1 pitch misses, and it's now 3-1 on Alston. Miller on deck. Three balls, 1 strike. Winding the 3-1. Alston pops it up. Second baseman Sawicki going back for it. In shallow center, makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. Not before Clarion picks up another run on 2 hits, or 3 hits, a walk. There was a runner picked off, no errors, and 2 left on base. At the end of 5.5, it is Clarion 11, Clarion-Limestone 4. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
When you go to Joe's Drive-In in Punxsutawney, it's like stepping back in time. Joe's Drive-In has hot dogs, cheeseburgers, fries, ice cream, and so much more, all at a wallet-friendly price. You can eat in or take out. Call ahead to place your takeout order, 814-938-5760. Joe's Drive-In, across from the ball fields on Indiana Street, has been serving the Punxsutawney community for over 50 years. Online at joesdrivein.com, Joe's Drive-In is open every day but Wednesday from 11 to 8. Joe's Drive-In, Punxsutawney's favorite family spot. Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Back here at Clarion-Limestone, as we go to the bottom of the sixth, we have a Pizza Hut pitching change. Derek Smale takes over on the mound for Clarion. Nobody out. Pizza Hut, pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut's in Clarion, Brookville, DuBois, St. Mary's, to name 4 of them. Ball 1 to Jesse Sawicki. Smale. There's ball 2. Matt Alston will go over to play first. Wyatt Watterson will go in at third base from left field, and Tanner Miller returns out to left field. Here's the 2-0. That's going to miss, and it's now 3-0. So it's now Alston, Harrison, Dawson Smale, and Watterson first to third. Miller, Brinkley, and Mattis left to right. Weber doing the catching for now. Derek Smale, who's behind in the count 3-0. And then he walks Sawicki on 4 pitches. So can't imagine that's what Rob Jewett had in mind when he brought in what could be his ace, Derek Smale, to close this game out. But he issues a 4-pitch walk to the number 9 hitter, and now Logan Lutz will come to the plate. Lutz is 1 for 2 with a walk. Smale set. It's going to get away from the catcher, Weber. I thought at first it might have hit Lutz, but it didn't. It just hit off the glove of the catcher, Weber, on a ball that was high and tight. And now it's 5 straight balls and a wild pitch thrown by Derek Smale. And Weber's going to go out to talk to him. So Derek Smale checks his sign. Looks at the runner at second. Here's the pitch. In there for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 here on Lutz. Winding the 1-1. That ball is popped into the air. Shortstop Dawson Smale ranging behind third base. He'll make the catch, and there's 1 away. So 1 out as Sawicki stays at second. Tommy Smith now coming to the plate. Smith 0 for 3. Flew out to center, lined out to right, lined out what I do believe was in foul territory to first baseman Derek Smale, who's now on the mound. Derek Smale's first pitch to Tommy Smith. Smith fouls that one out of play, straight back. No balls and 1 strike. It's been windy all day, but it seems like it's picked up a little bit here in the last few minutes. Winding the pitch. Another one fouled straight back, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 on Tommy Smith. Hesden's on deck. Winding the 0-2. Smith fouls that one away. Remains no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. And now Derek Smale will step off the rubber. Steps back on. Checks the runner. Sawicki at second, delivers the pitch. Smith, fly ball left field, left fielder over, and it's a foul ball as Miller gave chase, but it's in foul territory. Remains no balls and 2 strikes on Tommy Smith. If you're just joining us, Clarion 4 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the sixth. Clarion-Limestone 2 in the first, 2 in the fourth. Clarion knocked out CL starter Tommy Smith after 2 innings. Devin Lauer lasted 3 for Clarion. And there's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Derek Smale looks like he's got himself loosened up out there. Strikes out Tommy Smith. So there's 2 away now for Jordan Hesden. Hesden is 2 for 2 with a walk. Singled and scored in the first, tripled last inning, but was thrown out with nobody out, trying to come home on a ground ball by Murray. Takes ball 1 from Smale here. Set with the 1-0. Misses just inside with that fastball. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. There's a called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 on Hesden. Sawicki's at second with 2 outs here in the Lions' 6th inning. They trail 11-4. Derek Smale set at the belt. Here's the 2-1. Called strike 2, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 on Hesden. Smale peers in, shakes off the sign, shakes off another sign, and now Hesden calls time. So now Smale ready again. Comes to the belt. The wind in the 2-2. Hesden, fly ball, right field. Mattis drifting over into foul territory, makes the catch, and the inning comes to an end. For CL in the 6th, no runs, no hits. There was a walk and a man left on base. We head to the 7th inning here at Clarion-Limestone. It is Clarion 11, Clarion-Limestone 4. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough. Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's...
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket. Back here at Clarion-Limestone, Pizza Hut pitching change as Cohen Kemmer takes over on the mound. Logan Lutz goes back out to right field for the Lions. First pitch to Tanner Miller is in the dirt, ball 1. Miller 1 for 4, has struck out 3 times. Ground ball, base hit out into left field. Left fielder Craig will play it and get it in, so Tanner Miller greets Kemmer with a base hit to left. That'll bring up Wyatt Watterson, his second at bat. He struck out in his first at bat last inning, or I'm sorry, in the 5th inning. This is now the 7th. First pitch to Watterson, little foul ball off of his foot. He's hopping around. Clarion's daddy's scoring dish runs came 4 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the sixth. CL with 2 runs in the first and 2 runs in the fourth, crossing that daddy's dish. You'll never have to worry about what you're dishing out when you go to Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion. Check them out on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion. Quick throw down to first. Getting back in there is Miller. It's 1-1 now on Watterson. One, ground ball, foul ball down the third base line. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 on Wyatt Watterson is waiting for the ball to come back in. Jake Smith flips it to our home plate umpire. Kimmer checks the runner. Now we get time called. This game moves along towards the 2-hour, 45-minute mark. Winding the 1-2. That's fouled out of play as Aaron gives it a look, but it's out of play. It'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes remaining here on Watterson. Gary Mattis in the on-deck circle. Next pitch is popped up. Third baseman Colson can't find it, and it's going to land in, but he's going to have the easy out at second base as Miller had to hold it first, thinking it was going to be caught. Colson had trouble finding it, so it turns into a unique 5-4 fielder's choice for Watterson, and there's 1 away here. So couldn't find it in the sun, high clouds, maybe the wind a little bit there as well, but no harm, no foul. Just switch Miller for Watterson over at first base. Gary Mattis now to the plate. Mattis is 0 for 1 with a walk. Runner going, and he's going to steal second as the ball pops out of the mitt of Jake Smith. So stolen base there for Watterson. He's now at second, and it's 1 ball and no strikes on Mattis. That pitch is up high, 2-0 on Gary Mattis. It's now 3-0 on Mattis. Softball score, Otto Eldred 6, Johnsonburg 1. Gonna get that CL Clarion softball score. Some CL softball player sitting right here. Probably should have done that a while ago. 3-0 in there for a called strike, 3 balls and 1 strike. Check out the runner, Watterson at second. That's up high, ball 4, and Mattis draws a walk for the second time. So runners at first and second for Hayden Weber. Weber is 1 for 4. He singled in his last at bat. RBI single in his last at bat. Or no, he wasn't. He had an RBI ground out earlier in the game. Excuse me, folks. First pitch to Weber. Little chopper that'll go foul. Strike one. Oh, and 1 on Weber. Kemmer comes to the set. Next pitch, popped high in the air. That should be the infield fly. It'll be caught there by the second baseman, Sawicki, and there are 2 away. 2 outs now for Dawson Smale. Dawson is 3 for 4, 3 runs scored. Sorry, 3 for 4, 3 runs scored, a walk. First pitch to Dawson. He drills that one to deep center field. Going back on it as the center fielder has it. He's got a beat, and he'll make the catch in front of the wall. So Smale gave it a ride, but Hesden pulled it in, and the inning comes to an end. For Clarion in the 7th, no runs. They had 1 hit. There was a walk and 2 left on base. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning here in just outside of Strattonville. It is Clarion 11, Clarion-Limestone 4. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network. Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of Your Daily Local LLC, the parent company of the YDL Sports Network. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Back here at Clarion-Limestone, we go to the bottom of the 7th. The Lions need 7 to keep this one going. They'll send up Murray, Aaron, and Kemmer against Derek Smale, working in his 2nd inning of relief. Ball 1. Clarion staked its lead early, 4 in the 1st, 4 in the 2nd. They led 8-2 at the end of 2 innings. They're up 11-4 here in the 7th. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball, shortstop Dawson Smale on the hop. Throw over, taken by Matt Alston, and there's 1 away in the CL 7th inning. That'll bring up Nick Aaron. Aaron has a hit and 3 at-bats today. Takes a strike. It's up high and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Kemmer on deck for CL. Derek Smale trying to close this out for Clarion. There's a called strike, and it's 1-2 strikes. The 1-2. It's a little high and outside, and it's 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. It's in the third. It's now 3-2. So 3-2 on Nick Aaron here in the 7th. The wind and the 3-2. Fouled out. We're driving a truck up there, almost drove right into the ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Dangerous place to be here at CL. 3-2 is inside, ball 4. Second walk issued by Derek Smale. That'll bring up Cohen Kemmer. Kemmer's been on base all 3 times, reached on an error, reached on a walk and scored, and singled. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Stick with us, folks. We'll have our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg Player of the Game interview hopefully after this one. Winding the pitch, fouled off the mask of the catcher Weber, and it's now no balls and 2 strikes. Plate umpire leans over to clean off the plate. Takes a ball from Weber. Puts his mask back on. Smale clears in for the sign. The wind and the 0-2. Way outside, 1-2 strikes. One and 2. Misses down, and it's 2-2 strikes. Holds off. It's now full. 3-2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes to Kemmer. Called strike 3. Second strikeout by Derek Smale, and their Lions are down to their final out. Jake Smith, the last hope for the Lions. He's 1 for 3, a run scored. Swings and misses, strike 1. Winding the pitch. Ground ball, shortstop Dawson Smale backhands it. Throw across the diamond in time, and this one is over. Clarion defeats Clarion-Limestone 11-4. We'll be back after these messages with our post-game show, including our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg Player of the Game.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us and rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
Back here at Clarion-Limestone as we're getting ready for our post-game player of the game interview. It was Clarion 11, Clarion-Limestone 4. It was early for Clarion. They scored 4 in the first and 4 in the second to lead 8-2. They tacked on single runs in the third, fourth, and sixth. Clarion-Limestone 2 in the first and 2 in the fourth. As we wait here on our interview, we're going to step aside one last time, thank a couple more of our sponsors. When we come back, we will have our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game interview. You've been watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network. For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Okay. We're back here, folks, at Clarion-Limestone, where Clarion has defeated Clarion-Limestone 11-4. We're now with our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, Derek Smale. You're looking at him right there, I hope. Hold on here a second. Derek, let me make sure that I get this so that, yeah, there we go. So now I can see that people are seeing you. Derek is our player of the game after going 2 for 4 with a walk, 3 RBIs, a run scored. He also pitched 2 scoreless innings of relief. And Derek, first of all, just talk about beating, it's a friendly rivalry, I get, but it's still a rivalry. It's still always good to get wins over your friends, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Lost to him last year at a district championship game, so kind of just came out, did our thing.
You guys scored early and often, 4 runs in the first, 4 in the second. Talk about, getting the bats going early.
Well, Dawson, a great leadoff hitter. Bryce puts his bunts down sometimes. And Noah hits the ball really good. And me, kind of struck out, but we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, but you struck out the first time with the base. So the second time you hit the 2-run double. Talk a little bit about that at bat, especially after the strikeout the first time you were in that situation.
I wasn't as anxious in the second at bat as I was in the first. So kind of just went with the groove.
And then, like, the things just seem to be out of joint for both teams. I mean, your brother committed a couple of errors out there that were uncharacteristic. You had a ball that I thought maybe you just gave up on.
No. The sun I couldn't see, so it came over.
But just talk about being able to play through some of that adversity.
Well, it helps that kind of limited the errors that we had. So Dawson only had one. That one, the sun was pretty bad the whole game. I'm not gonna lie, and kind of just limited them.
Then you come in and it looked like you had a little trouble getting loose at first. Was
Yeah.
that the case?
Yeah, I didn't really get to warm up.
once you though got loose, it seemed like you started really firing it into the zone.
Yeah.
I mean, with the lead the way it was that the idea? Just throw strikes?
Yeah. I wasn't really trying to put velo behind it.
To be 5-1 right now with the only loss being to a really good Punxsutawney team, which, folks, by the way, shameless plug, we're going to be doing their game at the Curve Classic tomorrow at 12:30. But with your only loss being the Punxsutawney so far, you have to be feeling pretty good about where this baseball team is.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to be going good this year.
Well, congratulations, Derek, and
Thank
stick
you.
around for your Player of the Game shirt from the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough. The Allegheny Grill, where you come for the food and you stay for the food, or you come for the view food and you stay for the view. I'm all discombobulated too today, Derek. Anyhow, folks, I'll be back with you tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 when Punxsutawney takes on Hollidaysburg at the Curve Classic. Until then, good night